Hello friends! In today's video update we will focus on the events taking place in Israel, as this Sunday marks 100 days since Israel's darkest day. For 100 days, 136 innocent Israeli women, men and children have been held captive by Hamas. Yesterday and today, special events took place calling for the release of the hostages. We will also talk about the International Court of Justice, which began hearing a case against Israel. At the end of the video, we will have a short tribute to remember the hostages, so please stick around until the end. If you can, give a like and comment on the video. Now, let's jump into our video update. Since the last update, the situation in the Gaza Strip and the war between Israel and Hamas continues to be tense. Israel is operating deeply in the Gaza Strip, and Hamas responds with their usual response, which is firing as many rockets towards Israel as possible, targeting basically anything they can. So yeah, Hamas keeps firing rockets from the Gaza Strip towards Israel, and recently terrorists fired, after 16 hours of silence, from the Gaza Strip at the border areas in Israel. On January 12th and 13th, Israeli forces operating in a northern region of conflict zone continued their efforts to secure areas of strategic importance. The stronghold of Hamas forces is also expected to collapse very soon. A high-ranking commander of the militant group's elite forces was killed during these clashes. The advancing forces moved towards a refugee camp from the north. Operations were also extended in southern parts of the conflict zone, with tanks reaching Khan Yunis. That means that IDF army is slowly cutting off routes to Rafah. Clashes continued in the northern and central parts of Gaza, with fighting occurring on both the surface and in underground tunnels. What is interesting is that it is believed that not even half of the underground tunnels have been detected yet. I mean, this is really surprising, as you are seeing all of those videos and pictures of how many and how big, how long are those tunnels, and reportedly it's not even a half of what is still there in Gaza. So this also makes you think how much money Hamas spent on those tunnels. It could have been spent on civilian infrastructure, hospitals. So yeah, it is really amazing but sad at the same time, but I think we are already used to it. As I mentioned, this Sunday marks 100 days since October 7th. Yesterday and today in Israel, people have been protesting and trying to pressure the government to find a way to release the hostages. Keep in mind that 136 Israeli women, men and children are still somewhere in the dark areas of Gaza. It's been 100 days. Can you imagine the feeling of the families? The Israeli government is trying to completely eliminate the Hamas threat so that it can no longer be a menace to Israel. However, it is surely understandable that for the families of the hostages, each day of waiting probably feels like a year. And 100 days? This must be a nightmare. Friends, please keep in your prayers the families and the hostages. I'm sure you remember how we told you that the world would quickly shift its attention and forget how it all started. Many of you shared this opinion. Well, dear friends, on January 11th, the International Court of Justice began hearing a case against Israel. South Africa accused Israel of carrying out genocide in Gaza and asked the ICJ to issue provisional measures to stop all Israeli military operation in the Strip. The case is still ongoing, as yesterday marked the second day of the trial. So far, not many countries are backing Israel. To date, it's the US, Germany, the United Kingdom, Austria, and as of yesterday, Canada joined in rejecting the claims against Israel. You know, the world seems to quickly forget who started this war, and memory issues seem to become even greater when any matter concerns Israel. That is why your support, friends, is so crucial and important. Thank you for all your words of support. Hamas terrorists invaded Israel, murdering civilians, the elderly and children, and abducting them to underground tunnels in the Gaza Strip, where they remain to this day, without medicine and with no possibility of sending information to their families. And yet, before the International Court of Justice, it is the attacked Israel that has been charged, not the Hamas terrorist organization group. Friends, this concludes today's video update. If you can, please like and comment on this video so that it can reach more people. The rest of this video is our short tribute and reminder of the Israeli hostages. Please share the video to spread the word. Shalom.